Hello Gunter. The title Update 3 has basically ruined every single build you had. We got 3 new very good skills, and now skills like sneak attack are no longer restricted to a single armor set but can be slotted and augmented. We also got a new melding system where previously almost impossible talismans are much more likely. So, I repeat, all your builds are obsolete. So, what do you have to do now? Our objective, as always, is to get as many good skills going as possible. So, more than the skills we want, the focus is where we can get them the most efficient possible way. But this is easier if we first localize and decide which armor skills can't be obtained in any way but using certain armor pieces. At Title Update 3, there are 5 good Gunlance skills that are bound to armor. Intrepid Heart is a 2-level skill that only can be obtained with Flaming Espinos arms and legs. The effect at level 1 is that after you are able to fill the blue gauge at the top, you gain flinch immunity for 1 hit and a damage reduction of 50%. At level 2, the damage is reduced to 1/4 and you explode, dealing 200 damage to any close enemy. Filling up the gauge is based on the number of hits of any kind. I remember it was a little more than 30 hits to fill. That is hard to do with a wide shell type. The arms are very good with attack boost and razor sharp 2 and excellent slots. It also comes with a spare shot that has a chance to get removed by qurious augmentation for better skill options. The other excellent armor only skill is emboldenment. It has 3 effects: boosts your guard potency, it improves your evasion and makes the monster enrage more easily. The backdraw is that the effect is only active as long the monster is targeting you. Each level of emboldenment raises the hidden guarding threshold by 10. This is the same improvement that getting extra guard levels. Guard 1, 3 and 5 gives you 10, 20 and 30 points, which are the same as emboldenment 1, 2 and 3. And they stack. If you have emboldenment 1 and guard 1, it is equivalent to guard 3. If you have guard 5 and emboldenment 1, they also stack. The evading part is equivalent to evade window, with emboldenment 3 being equivalent to evade window 5. They also stack, but you can't go beyond the effects of evade window 5. So, it is a very good skill at any level. The skill can be found at the chest, arms and belt. The skills are oriented to melee damage with a lot of focus in the agitator that will be easier to activate with the skill. They also get a lot of slots to customize it. Embolden can be considered equivalent to a level 3 slot since you can get guard +2 with a level 3 slot. There is also the Gaism skill of dereliction that I personally don't like much since it drains your health and doesn't allow you to swap scrolls, but it is another unique option. The Gunlance staple sneak attack can be gotten now with both qurious crafting and decorations. For Title Update 3 skills we get first Berserker and Strife in the chaotic gore armor. Berserker is a really nuts skill that allows you to not take any damage or die when you are at the blue scroll, but your red health will drain slowly at first and then faster after taking damage. I have covered in depth in the Bullet Barrage Berserker build. Strife is an attack boosting skill based on your red health, so it has a lot of synergy with Berserker. You can get Berserker with the arms or the legs. They both come with the Bloodlust skill that is must-have if you are using the very best long Gunlance of chaotic gore. You can still get now Bloodlust with qurious armor, but this makes the armor a lot better. Then we have the Risen Kushala armor. The new skill boosts your wirebug recovery by cutting several seconds after you use a silk bind. I plan to do a video analysis of the exact values cut. The highlight of the armor is the helm that comes with Wirebug Whisperer 3, so is one of the best helm pieces in the helm. Note that there is very little competition for the helm piece. It is basically this or Teostra. The other pieces are the arms and the legs, so it has plenty of competition. The legs are better than the arms with 2 level 4 slots and burst, which is a 1-point wonder skill. The arms has more burst but less slots. Finally, we have Teostra's Powder Mantle. This skill gets activated when you do 32, 22 or 16 hits to the monster depending on the skill level. Once activated you get a red aura. For 20 seconds, if you get hit, you explode for some lesser damage, and after that, you get a blue aura and the next hit will deal heavy damage. The damage is fixed like shelling but based on your attack stat. Even Erupting Cannon buffs it. With Erupting Cannon, expect at least 600 damage done. That is excellent. The skill is available at the helm, the chest and the belt. The helm and the chest is packed with weakness exploit and critical eye, while the belt has master touch. Master Touch in general is terrible for Gunlance since it doesn't work with shelling at all. So if you want level 1 or 2, use the helm or the chest. Level 3 only is worth slapping or clapping, where basically your main shell attack is erupting cannon. With all this we get the following armors for each slot. Helm, Risen Kushala or Tiastra. Chest, Risen Tiastra, Gaism or Violet Mizu. Arms, Flaming, Violet Mizu, Chaotic, Risen Kushala. Belt, Violet Mizu, Risen Tiastra. Legs, Flaming, Chaotic, Risen Kushala. There are endless combinations with all these. For example, I have been running lately Tiastra helm and chest, flaming arms and legs, and Vizu belt for a good balance of attack and defense. Now, let's talk about talismans. With the new melding method you can pick the primary skill of your talisman. There is a lot of options, so we are going to slim it down. The best skills for a talismans have these 3 criterias. You can get 3 points with the talisman. It is an expensive rare or high budget skill for qurious crafting. It uses level 3 slots. There is no level 4 decoration. There is no real skill that checks everything, so the best ones are those who have at least 3 points. And these are attack boost and critical eye. They are in the most expensive budget when qurious crafting, and you can get 3 points. The staple Wirebug Whisperer is also an excellent option if you aren't using Risen Kushala helm, and you can't go wrong with Evade Extender even if 3 levels is a little cumbersome. I also like Partbreaker since it can roll with 3 points and even guard. For the secondary skill you want the ones of the same list, of course, but there are very good skills that are not selectable like Recovery Up or Redirection. And for slots, you want 2 level 2 slots over a level 4 one. But you will use whatever you want since you can't influence the RNG in any way. Finally we have qurious crafting. The best for your armor follow these criteria. Uses a level 2 or 3 slot. Has a low budget. A lot of people drools when they see an attack boost roll, but that is foolishness, I tell you. That attack boost can go into any level 2 slot like all other skills, while this will take 15 points of the budget. High rarity armors have 10 points. This means that you can't roll this without taking other thing from your armor like other skill or dropping your defense. If you instead roll load shells, it only has a 6 points budget, so it can roll naturally and you can get other positive rolls like higher defense or another skill. By example, Recovery Up only takes 3 points. Evade Extender, Wirebug Whisperer, Protective Polish, Recovery Up and Load Shells are premium skills for Gunlance that has a budget or 9 or less and should be the priority. The only exceptions to this are Bloodright, Bloodlust and Sneak Attack when you are far from unlocking the decoration. Better to have them as a qurious than not at all. Alternatively, you can roll extra slots that are equivalent to add any skill of your choice. The value of getting extra slots depends on which slots the armor has. The rules goes as: first, add level 1 slots to empty slot spaces. After that, upgrade the leftmost slot until it is level 4 and continue with the next one. So, for example, an armor with 4, 1, 1 will get upgraded to 4, 2, 1 with the cheapest slot roll. Upgrading your slots to level 4 can be also bothersome since there are a lot of skills without a level 4 slot and you can run out very easily of level 2 or 3 slots. I think this covers everything to maximize your builds, but the weapons. For the weapon, please check my previous videos for the must-craft gunlances for Update 3 since everything said there is all valid with just one exception. Chaotic Gore Gunlance. It is nuts. When you overcome the frenzy, it will turn into a 45% affinity Gunlance with native purple, high raw and OK slots. Basically it is the best Gunlance stat-wise in the game. To overcome frenzy you only have to use 1 bullet barrage and hit once the enemy. That is trivial for Gunlance. And this is all. Next videos will be about concrete builds and demonstration of the new skills. Keep your eye out for those. Thanks for watching. And see you in the hunt.